Hello dear learners, this is Sindhu Sarkar, an English teacher, English version senior section, Milestone School and College. Welcome you all to our online class. I hope you all are fine by the grace of Almighty and you have started this year magnificently. Dear students, I hope you all are collecting all the informations from Zoom classes and online classes properly. Before going to start with you another class, I hope you will pay attention right from the beginning so that you can solve all the problems that you have. Now, in the previous discussion, I am going to ask you some questions. I think all of you have gone through the previous lesson properly. So, the first question for you. Who is the founder of Bangladesh? Can you say? Here. Yes, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman is the founder of Bangladesh. Very good. Note it down properly, okay, dear students. Now, second question for you. Who arrested Bangabandhu? Yes, the Pakistan army arrested Bangabandhu soon after his declaration of independence. Okay, now, third question for you. Why did he send the message to Chittagong? I mean, why did Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman send the message to Chittagong? Can you tell? Yes, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman sent the message to Chittagong for transmission. Actually, he was a prudent leader, that's why he sent the message to Chittagong for transmission. Yes. Now, fourth number question for you. What is meant by final victory? Can you tell? Yes, final victory means independence. Very good. Now, fifth and final question for you. What are the contents of Asamapto Atmajibani? You know, Bangabandhu had written a book, is named actually Asamapto Atmajibani. So, what are the contents of Asamapto Atmajibani? The contents of Asamapto Atmajibani are personal, political and family life of Bangabandhu. Yes, so I think all of you have understood the previous lesson and you have learned the previous lesson properly. So now, dear learners, I am going to start our today's lesson. Our today's lesson is about, narration. You have already gone through the previous lesson. I mean, you have already got the idea about narration, assertive sentence, imperative sentence, interrogative sentence. Now, dear learners, we will practice today optative sentence and exclamative sentence. At first, optative sentence. In case of changing narration from direct to indirect, in case of optative sentence, you have to know at first what is the definition of optative sentence. I mean, what is optative sentence? Can you remember? Yes. So, a sentence that expresses wish or prayer is called an optative sentence. Yes. So, this is the definition of optative sentence. These are the examples. May you pass in the exam. Another example for you. May our motherland live long. So, these are the examples of the optative sentence. Now, we are going to write the structure of changing the narration direct to indirect in case of optative sentence. Okay. Now, look at here. If you want to change the optative sentence into direct to indirect sentence, then you have to follow this structure. At first, you have to write subject, then wished or prayed. You have already got the example of, optative sentence. So, you have to write after subject wished or prayed, then that, then subject of the reported speech, then might, then verb in base form, then rest of the part of the sentence. It will be more clear when I will provide more examples, then it will be clear to you. Okay, now you can follow another way. Here I have written here word, subject, then wished or prayed. This is very much same with the previous one. Now here you have to use for. after that object of the reporting verb, you can bring here the object of the reporting verb. Okay, then subject of the reported speech. Here look at here, subject of the reported speech after that. So from here it is very much same. Okay, that then subject of the reported speech, then might, then verb in base form, and then rest of the part. Now I am giving you some examples so that you can understand it properly or clearly. Okay, dear learners, I have given here example. Father said to his son, may you succeed in the JSC exam. So this is the direct narration. Now you have to make it indirect. In case of indirect, I have written here according to the structure. Look at the structure: subject, father, then wished or prayed. So here, as his father wishing for him, that's why I have written here wished. Father wished that, here that, according to the structure, that, then subject of the reported speech. So here this is the reported speech, and subject you. So this you indicates his son. Okay, second person is second person. In case of second person, we have to follow the object of the reporting part. That's why it will be his son. Okay, so the father wished that his son might. Here look at here, might, we have to use here according to the structure, might, then verb in base form. So base form of the verb succeed is succeed, then rest of the part in the exam, in the JSC exam. Okay, now I gave you here another structure. You can follow that structure also. I have given the solution here with that structure. So follow it. Word: father wished, then here for, you can use here for then object of the reporting verb. So here reporting verb here said, and the object of is here, object here is his son. So here father wished for his son, then according to the structure, that, then subject, he indicates his son. Here he indicates his son. Might, then rest of the part are same, very much same of this structure. So that he might succeed in the JSC exam. Here this is the difference. I mean, in case of difference, you will find the difference here actually. He wished for, here for, and then object. Okay, in case of object of the reporting part. So this is the difference, slight difference, and other things, I mean, in case of other things, it is very much okay with the previous one. So I think all of you have understood this one. In case of the structure, I have showed the example. Now I am giving you more examples so that you can understand it properly and your sense will be clear in case of changing direct to indirect. Okay, in case of optative sentence. Okay, dear learners, here in the exercise part I have given some questions for you. In case of changing direct to indirect narration, we are solving the optative sentence at first. So here the boy said, may my mother come round. So you will write down the answer in your CW copy. Then B number question, they said, long live our president. Change it into indirect narration. Okay, now C number, the teacher said, may our students be happy. Okay, then fourth question, the mother said to her son, may you pass the exam. Then he said to me, may God bless you. So these are the questions for you and you will solve it. Then I will give you the answer. Then you will match the answer. You will match the answers with me actually. Okay, so write down the answers properly in your CW copy. Now, dear learners, match the answers with me here. First answer, the boy said, "May my mother come round." It will be, answer will be, the boy wished that his mother might come round. Then, the answer of the second question here, they said, "Long live our president," and answer will be, they wished that their president might live long. Okay. Now, third question, the teacher said, "May our students be happy." So answer will be here, the teachers wish that their students might be happy. Then answer of the fourth question was here, the mother said to her son, "May you pass the exam." So what will be the answer? Answer will be, the mother wished that her son might pass the exam. Write it down properly in your CW copy. Then fifth number question, he said to me, "May God bless you." So what will be the answer? Answer will be, he prayed that God might bless me. Dear learners, can you remember the structure I have showed you? You know, two structures. Okay. In case of this answer, actually, I can follow that structure here. He prayed for me that God might bless me. So you can follow this one also. He prayed for me that God might bless me. So these are the answers of this question. Now, dear learners, here I have given 3 more questions from the operative sentence for practice. Here, eighth number, the old man said, "Could I get some money?" Make it indirect. Then, mother said, "May you prosper in life." Make it indirect. Then, father said to his son, "May you succeed in the JSC exam." Okay, dear students. Now, write down the answers in your CW copy. Then, I am giving the answers also. You will match the answers. At first, write down the answers in your CW copy. Here, dear learners, the answers of the 8 number question, the old man said, "Could I get some money?" Indirect will be, the old man wished that he could or might get some money. Here, we can write could or might. Okay. Could or might, whatever you like. Then, G number question, mother said, "May you prosper in life." Indirect narration will be, mother wished that I might prosper in life. Here, H number question, father said to his son, "May you succeed in the JSC exam." The indirect narration will be here. In fact, the answer will be, father prayed, or someone, you may say that, you can write also here, wished. So, father prayed or wished that his son might succeed in the JSC exam. So, these are the answers from the operative sentence. I think all of you have noted it down properly. Now, dear learners, we are going to start exclamatory sentence. Now, dear learners, before going to solve the exclamatory sentence, in case of narration, at first you have to know what is an exclamatory sentence. Can you remember? Yes, an exclamatory sentence is a sentence that expresses certain feelings or emotions. Okay. Can you remember the examples of the exclamatory sentence? Yes. How beautiful the bird is. Can you show me another example? Yes. What a nice pen it is. So, these are the examples of the exclamatory sentence. Now, we are going to apply it in case of narration, direct to indirect. So, look at the board. Dear learners, before going to solve the exercise, we have to know the structures. Actually, the way we will change direct to indirect. Okay. In case of exclamatory sentence, we have to follow this structure actually. So here, subject exclaimed with joy, sorrow. You can use here. If it is the good news, in that case you have to use exclaimed with joy, or if it is bad news, in that case you can use sorrow. Then that, then subject again, then verb according to the tense, then rest of the part of the sentence. Okay, here you can use exclaimed with wonder or sorrowfully or others word. Okay, exclaimed with surprise, that sometimes you can use. Okay, actually it depends on the demand of the sentence. Okay, now look at the examples, then it will be more clear to you. Here, direct, the old man said, alas, I am undone. So, of course, it is a bad news here. So, indirect, according to the structure, the old man exclaimed with sorrow that, subject, the old man exclaimed with sorrow that, as it is bad news, then that, then subject again, and according to the tense, you know, here present indefinite tense, then it will be past indefinite tense. So, he was undone. Okay, now 2 number example here, direct, he said, how nice the bird is. You know, I gave you the examples of exclamatory sentence in this way. So, here in case of indirect, what it will be actually, here he exclaimed with joy that, of course it is a matter of joy, that's why he exclaimed with joy that the bird was very nice. Okay, it was present indefinite tense, you have to make it past indefinite. Okay, this is why the bird was very nice. Okay, now dear learners, in case of third examples, direct, the student said, hurrah, we have won the game. So of course it is a very good news. So here indirect it will be, the students exclaimed with joy that they had won the game. So these are the examples according to the structure, you have to solve it. If you follow the structure and if you follow the structure and solve the questions, I mean it will be 100% correct. So following the structure you will solve the questions. Okay, now dear learners, I am going to give you some exercises for you. Dear learners, here following the structure we will solve these exercises actually. So here, look at here, first question for you. The player said, we have won the match. Make it indirect. You know, we have got here a structure, and following this structure we will solve it. Okay, then the man said, bravo, you have done well. Make it indirect. Then he said, how nice the place is. Remember one thing, that is in case of how or what, I mean in case of exclamatory sentence, you have to add very or great before an adjective. Okay, now here Shumon said, D number question, Shumon said, hooray, hooray, I have stood first. Make it indirect. So these are the questions, you have to solve these questions. Okay, following this structure, I think you will be able to solve these questions. Okay, now solve these questions, and later on I am giving the answers also. So at first solve the questions. So dear learners, here look at the answers and match the answers with your answers. Here the player said, we have won the match. So what will be the answer? According to the structure you can write down the answers. The players exclaimed with joy that they had won the match. Okay, then B number question, the man said, bravo, you have done well. So here the answer is, the man exclaimed with joy that I had done well. Here it will be, you will be I. Okay, then C number, he said, how nice the place is. In case of indirect narration, the answer is, he exclaimed with wonder that, wonder, or you can write joy also. He exclaimed with wondered that the place was very nice. I have told you earlier that in case of how or what, you have to use very or great before the adjective. Okay. Then Shumon said, "Hooray! I have stood first." So it is a, of course, very good news. So here Shumon exclaimed with joy that he had stood first. Here present perfect tense, so it will be past perfect. So following this structure, you can solve in this way. I mean, from the exclamatory sentence, you can change it into indirect narration, direct to indirect narration in this way. Okay, dear learners, now I am giving you more exercises. Now, dear learners, here he said to me, "Good morning." Make it indirect. You are getting here different questions. Here, in case of good morning, you can use wished, okay, or wish or wished, okay. Then he said to me, "Goodbye." So, in case of goodbye, bid or bade, you can use. The old man said, "Were I a king?" Strongly desire or wished here from the old man. So, you have to use the verbs in that way. Then he said, "Farewell, my friends." So, these are the 4 questions now for you. Now, solve it and write down the answers properly in your CW copy. Okay. So, dear learners, here look at the answers. He said to me, "Good morning." So, the answer will be, he wished me good morning. I have told you earlier that in case of good morning, you can use wished. Okay. So, here he wished me good morning. Then he said to me, "Goodbye." In case of goodbye, we can use bid and the past. Now, dear learners, here the answers. He said to me, "Good morning." In case of good morning, generally we use wish. Okay, but here the verb is past tense, so it will be wished. He wished me good morning. Then he said to me, "Goodbye." In case of goodbye, we have to use bid. Okay, but the past form of bid is bade. So here he bade me goodbye. Then the old man said, "Were I a king?" Look at here. He is strongly wishing to be a king. So here the old man strongly wished that he were a king. Okay. So generally we use here after he was, but as he is demanding to be a king, strongly wishing, that's why we are using this one. Okay. The old man strongly wished that he were a king. Then he said, "Farewell, my friends." In case of farewell, we have to use bid, and the past form of bid is bade. So here he bade farewell to his friends. Or you can follow another way, that is, friends here. So addressing as friends, he bade them farewell. Okay. So you can follow this one or this one. Okay. Both are correct. So these are the answers of these questions. Dear learners, here I have given some more sentences, for practice, from both optative sentence and exclamatory sentence. So you just identify it and write down the correct answer. Here the man said to him, "How funny you are." So at first identify the sentence, is it optative or exclamatory, then write down the answers. I think you will do it because you have practiced a lot today. Now, second question, Biba said, "Alas, I am helpless." Make it indirect. Then third question for you, the old man said, "May Allah help you in every step." Make it indirect. After identifying the sentences, optative or exclamatory, after that you will write down the answer. Okay. Then Rahul said, "Long live our teachers." So make it indirect. So these are the questions. I think all of you will be able to write down the proper answers. So now write down the answers. Then you will match your answers with me. Now Now match the answers with you. The man said to him, "How funny you are." The man exclaimed with wonder that he was very funny. Look at here, I have written here exclaimed with wonder. I have told you earlier that according to the demand of the sentence, you have to use here exclaimed with joy, wonder, or surprise. Okay, according to the demand of the sentence. Okay, so here the man exclaimed with wonder that he was very funny. Or you can write another way, the man exclaimed that he was very funny. You know, in the earlier portion of our class, we have solved a question in this way. Now, 2 number, Biba said, "Alas, I am helpless." So, indirect will be, Biba exclaimed with sorrow that, you know, it's a matter of sorrowness. So, that's why Biba exclaimed with sorrow that she was helpless. Okay, now, 3rd question, the old man said, "May Allah help you in every step." So, the answer will be, the old man wished that Allah might help me in every step. Okay. You know, in the previous 2 cases, you are getting here the exclamatory sentence. But in the 3rd number question, you are getting here operative sentence. That's why you are using here wished here. Okay. Then in 4th number question, Rahul said, "Long live our teachers." Here you are getting here again an operative sentence. So here Rahul wished that their teachers might live long. Rahul wished that their teachers might live long. So these are the answers of these questions. I think all of you are writing it down properly in your CW copy, and you are doing well, I think. So, dear students, now I am going for the feedback session. In the feedback session, I will give you some questions. So, pay attention. So, dear learners, in the feedback session, I have given 5 questions for you. First question, Ritu said to Mitu, "Good morning." You know, we have done it earlier in this way. I mean, we have practiced this type of sentence earlier, so you will be able to solve it. Then second question, he said, "What a fine day." Then third question for you, he said, "How fine the book is." So make it indirect. Then fourth question, the man said to me, "May God be with you." Make it indirect. Then the woman said, "May it be so." So, dear learners, the answers of these questions here, Ritu said to Mitu, "Good morning." So, in case of indirect narration, it will be Ritu wished Mitu good morning. You know, we solved this type of questions earlier. Okay, now B number question, he said, "What a fine day." Make it indirect. So, it will be he exclaimed with joy that the day was very fine. I have told you earlier that in case of what or how, whenever you are getting in case of exclamatory sentence, in that case you have to use very before adjective. So here he exclaimed with joy that the day was very fine. Now he said how fine the book is. In case of indirect narration, it will be he exclaimed with surprise that the book was very fine. Here you are using here very again, because you are getting here how. Now, the man said to me, "May God be with you." So here he prayed that God might be with me. So this is the answer of these questions. Now, E number question, the woman said, "May it be so." So in case of indirect narration, the answer is the woman wished that it might be so. So I think all of you have written down the answers and you have done well today. Now, dear learners, I am going to give you homework. So dear learners, in case of your homework, exercise from optative sentence and exclamatory sentence from your Navodut book, Learn Plus Write. From the exercise part, you have to write it down in your homework copy. Okay. You have to write down the answers with questions in your homework copy. Okay, dear students, I hope all of you have done well today and you have paid attention. So thank you all. Thank you very much for being with me. Thank you all.